Let's talk about sloppy handwriting and math. Now, it can be a huge problem, right, for many students. What they think is a 4 is actually a 9, or it's a letter H, and it gets all confusing when we get into the algebra. And so handwriting errors can be a huge culprit in doing well in math. And so I've got a few tips for you to make it a little bit easier. The first one I'd offer up is using graph paper. Now, graph paper comes in different sizes. Some of them have a 1/4 inch square, 1/2 inch square. A 1/4 inch is probably too small, so I would look for a 1/2 inch grid to use for homework. It's super easy. Just buy a pad of that and use it to organize letters, numbers in columns, and thinking in straight lines. And it's a whole lot easier just to write the number inside of each square instead of trying to navigate a normal sheet of paper. Another idea is, sorry, my nose is tickling. Cut that out. Another idea is, cut that out. Another idea is to create your own templates and print them out and use them over and over again for students. So an example of that would be to create one for graphing when they have to graph a linear equation. That can get really cumbersome to draw the graph and then do the plotting. That can be a little bit too much and overwhelming. You could also create one for things that have pretty systematic steps. Long division is a great example of that. I have a few templates that you can download for free on my website. You could go to mathformiddles.com/handwriting and grab a set of those to use yourself and print and use as you'd like. Another thing that I highly encourage is using cursive. Now, with cursive, it makes it a whole lot easier to tell the difference between a variable and the number. And so it's super helpful, and many of my students find that very freeing to use that cursive they learned in their mathematics to help them tell the difference between that 4, a 9, and an H. It's just really confusing sometimes, and so cursive is a big helper. And then the last thing I'd recommend is using the Mod Math app, which is available only on iPad right now. Hopefully someday they'll get an Android version out. But Mod Math is so awesome because it's beautiful like graph paper, but it is all digitized and the student can click inside of the box, type the number or the math symbol, and keep their work organized. And they're able to print this out and attach it to any worksheet that their teacher has given them. I hope those tips help you with all of the issues that arise out of sloppy handwriting. Thanks so much.